Yo, what's up guys, Beast Armada here, bringing you some more Battlefield 4 gameplay. I'm using the, I think it's the 93A1, I'm not exactly sure what this SMG is called, but it's basically the Scorpion Evo from Black Ops 2 if you want to reference that. It's a lot of fun to use in this game. I've used it quite a bit, and I like rocking the suppressor and throwing some kind of sight on there. It doesn't, really matter to me. I just like throwing random sights on my weapons in Battlefield just to see what happens and try and get some different variety, which the EOTech sight probably wasn't the best suggestion for Operation Locker because it's such a close range map, and this scope is for medium to long range and its own SMG with a suppressor, so not the best choice I guess, but I do like the EOTech sight. It's a really pretty sight and it's just really clean overall, but it does block your peripherals a little bit if you're up in close engagements. That's why I said it was a medium to long range sight, and I think it also adds a little bit of a zoom opposed to a red dot. It has a little bit more zoom than the red dot or any other reflex sights. But who knows, I'm not really a Battlefield enthusiast, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you guys exactly all that. I would be able to back in Bad Company 2 days because that was my game whenever it came out and launched and all that. I got it as soon as it launched, and it was a lot of fun. I've told you guys about that before. But I want to get into the subject in this commentary. So if you guys remember a little while back on my channel, I wanted to do a high school series, kind of like, well, not really, well, I guess it could be a series, but it's kind of like a high school stories. And some of them can maybe be relatable, some of them maybe just random or whatever. I want it to be fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And if you want me to continue the series, let me know. I know a lot of people that are watching my videos that are just now getting into high school, or they're about to be going into high school within the next year or so or whatever. And of course there's some older people on my channel. I got quite a bit of variety. That's why I really like my channel. It's not just a centralized age group. It's not just one certain age group rough estimate. I got a little bit from each type of age, which is pretty cool. So that's good to know that a lot of people like my channel, especially from different ages and stuff. So that's pretty good, honestly. That'll let me know that you guys can kind of relate to me on a mature level and an immature level when I like to act goofy and stuff. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, without further ado, I'll talk about this subject. So in high school, whenever I first went to my high school, this is the second biggest in the state that I live in, which is in Tennessee, I believe. I now live in Tennessee. I think it is the second biggest high school is what I meant by that. And it was overwhelming, honestly. Freshman year was pretty overwhelming. I would get lost a lot. What I meant by lost is not necessarily being able to find myself around, more or less just losing track of where those classes are located and getting the schedules down pat. Even if you leave class or whatever, whenever the class is dismissed and all that, sometimes I would forget where to go, so I'd always have to check my schedule and stuff, and even then I would forget where those certain classes were located. Look at all these freaking knives in Battlefield 4. It feels like Call of Duty Ghost, man, my goodness. But honestly, man, I would get lost so many times. It was ridiculous, especially freshman year. It was really bad. I sometimes did in the later years, and for those of you who don't maybe have freshman year, I know some people watch my channel that may not be from the United States. I don't know exactly how it works in other countries, but it's basically 9th through 12th grade, and freshman year being 9th, 12th being the senior year, which is your final year of high school. So that'll kind of sum up how that works. But 9th grade is freshman year, so a lot of people are really new. They're basically noobs to high school, and they would get lost like crazy. And it was just very overwhelming, and then it would also put you in somewhat of a mini panic. At least it did me, because I was like, oh man, I'm going to be late for my class. And not that I was necessarily thrilled to get to class, more or less, just I didn't want the teacher yelling at me, because I hate when people yell at me for one. It just annoys the shit out of me. It's like, okay, why are you so mad, bruh? But honestly, I just don't like being yelled at because I'm a really chill person, so it's like the last thing I want to do is be pissed off and shit. I don't like people, trying to piss me off. It just gets on my nerves, which is understandable. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, so that's that. But I would get lost a lot, and then sometimes I'd have to walk around the whole building just because the way they lock certain doors, which I think that's kind of stupid, but I understand why, because they don't want people intruding on the school and doing all that stupid shit, because some people like to do that, people that aren't mentally safe. But I don't know, just wanted to share some stories with you guys from high school. So again, let me know down in the comment section if you want to see more of these. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.